News desk, the global classroom goes offline. Good day, and welcome back to our AR-WorldNews.com. For years, the smartphone has been glued to our hands, a constant companion, and for our kids, that has extended right into the classroom. But if you have noticed fewer scrolling thumbs and more actual eye contact on your teen's way home from school, you might be catching a glimpse of the latest global trend, the great smartphone shutdown. Across the world, governments and school boards are telling students to put the phone down, lock it up, and focus on learning. The global momentum, 40% of education systems affected. This isn't just a few strict principles anymore. It is a full-blown international movement. The latest data from UNESCO, the United Nations educational arm, shows a dramatic increase in restrictions. By the end of this year, an estimated 40% of education systems globally will have implemented bans or strict limits on smartphone use in schools. That's up from just 30% a year earlier. France got the ball rolling way back in 2018 with a ban for students under 15. The Netherlands expanded restrictions in schools to limit phone use among students. Chile bans mobile phones in elementary and middle schools, effective 2026. And get this, Singapore is tightening the screws even further in 2026, requiring students to store their devices away entirely, even during recess and co-curricular activities. It's a total digital detox. In South Korea, a nationwide ban on mobile phones during class hours, effective March 2026. In United Kingdom, a nationwide ban during school hours, including break times, announced in 2025. Italy, a nationwide restrictions on mobile phone use in schools. Finland bans smartphones in schools for younger children, promoting a distraction-free environment. Brazil also implemented restrictions in schools to reduce distractions. Hungary bans mobile phone use in educational settings. And now, in Australia, it's different. Australia government imposed a ban on social media access for children under 16. Australian law restricts children under 16 years of age from creating or maintaining accounts on major social media platforms to protect their mental health and safety. The reason why? Studies show a real difference. But why this sudden, worldwide pivot away from the device that does everything? It all comes down to two things: distraction and data. Researchers have been busy studying what happens when you take the distraction machine out of the equation, and the results are encouraging. 1. A boost in brain power. Remember those test scores? A prominent study looking at a large U.S. school district found that after a smartphone ban was implemented, student test scores increased significantly. One finding even suggested the performance boost was equivalent to adding 5 days of instruction to the school year. 2. Closing the gap. Perhaps the most exciting discovery is the equity effect. Studies in the UK and Spain found that the positive impacts of the ban were twice as large for low-achieving students compared to their higher-achieving peers. It suggests the ban is a powerful tool for leveling the academic playing field. 3. The mere presence problem. UNESCO cites research that shows you don't even have to be using the phone to be distracted. Just having the device nearby, waiting for that little buzz, is enough to break concentration. In fact, some researchers say it can take a student up to 20 minutes to refocus on a task after a phone distraction. Challenges on the journey. Now, it hasn't been completely smooth sailing. Putting a genie back in the bottle is always tricky. When one district in Florida implemented its ban, they initially saw a sharp increase in disciplinary incidents as students and staff adjusted to the new rules. But in time, the disciplinary rates stabilized, and the academic improvements began to shine through. So, while the debate over tech integration versus total ban will continue, the global consensus is building. When it comes to learning and well-being, the time for the smartphone to take a seat on the bench is now. It seems that for today's students, the best app might just be the one that turns the phone off. Until our next episode, thank you for listening. This is AR-WorldNews.com saying, take care and be safe.